Hello, my name is Rick Bernstein, and I'm the office manager for the Dane County Historical Society. I'm making this video to give you a better idea of who we are as an organization and what we do. The Dane County Historical Society started in 1961 at a meeting at the Dane County Fair. Our mission is to preserve and promote the history of Dane County. In 2002, we moved into the building behind me, the Lucier Family Heritage Center. We have a small archival facility and an office inside. Let's go inside and I can show you some of the things we have and talk about some of the things we do. Hello again. We're inside the Otto Schrader Archives and Records Center, and this is where we keep all our paper materials. And I wanted to show you a few of the highlights. One of the things the Dane County Historical Society has a lot of are historic maps. And this is just one volume of the Sanborn Paris fire insurance maps. These maps were published by a company in Philadelphia to help insurance raters figure out what the fire risks were for buildings across the United States. This is a volume for Madison, Wisconsin from the 1940s. And let me show you a couple of the pages. As you can see, this was one of a 2-volume work for the city of Madison and a few of its neighboring communities as of 1942. Here's one of the more interesting pages in the volume. This is page 224. And this is what the Oscar Mayer plant, packing plant, looked like in 1942. And each of those colors represent a different building material. So yellow equals wood, blue equals some kind of concrete or concrete block. The red means some kind of tile, and the gray-green is some form of fireproof material like brick. So this is the kind of information the maps would include to help the fire insurance companies rate the risk for fire for a property like this. And what's really great is all the detail about floor plans, about use, and sometimes the construction date for each of these buildings. So this is a really great resource for those of you who are trying to research historic buildings. Hi, we're now in the office for the Dane County Historical Society, again on the lower level of the Lucier Family Heritage Center. And this is where we do a lot of our work. I'm available certain times of the day during the week. I try to return calls as soon as I can, but most of our requests for information come through the web. So if you have any questions or you want to find out anything we might have, the best way to reach us is through email at danecountyhistory@gmail.com. I should also point out that we have a lot of our materials fully cataloged and available online. So if you go to danecountyhistory.org and look for our catalog, you should see a pretty complete listing of all the things we have in our archival holdings. We are trying to digitize as much of our collection as possible. And again, this is where we do a lot of that work. Most recently, we posted a bunch of material online about the Madison Mozart Club. So if you have any interest, this was a male chorus that was active from 1902 to 1958. It was all male and all white. They sang throughout southern Wisconsin. They had about 300 concerts overall. So they were pretty accomplished, and a lot of their programs are in our collection. But one of the things we really tried to focus on is the membership. So we have a very good idea of who were members at the time, and we also have annual portraits of the group with everyone who's identified. So there may be people you know or are related to that might be included in the Madison Mozart Club. So take a look at that. I should also mention that Lake Farm Park encompasses a very significant archaeological district. That's called the Lake Farm Archaeological District. And it is listed on the National Register. That was in 1978. And one of the more significant aspects of this archaeological district is the range of occupations from Paleo, which was about 10,000 years ago, up into a mid-19th century Ho-Chunk campsite. So there was just a series of occupations here by different people over a long period of time. And they did find an awful lot of material, especially related to the woodland people. And they were makers of pottery. And the amount of pottery they found at the lakeside location where they did some excavations was pretty extensive. And so one of the projects we are working on is trying to develop an exhibit about the Lake Farm Archaeological District. And we are starting to work with the Friends of the Capitol Springs Recreation Area, with the UW-Madison and the Anthropology Department, and also the Ho-Chunk Nation. So that's something in development, and you probably, if you're interested, can go to our website and find out more about that. So with that, I'll conclude our little introductory video and invite you to contact us and take a look at our materials on the web at danecountyhistory.org, and look forward to meeting you at some time. Thank you very much.